Welcome back. It's now time for our two teams to make their presentation. The team that wins today qualifies for the semi-finals, wins 50,000 rupees and a fast-track route to the pre-placement interview round at Hindustan Unilever. But before that, let's meet our jury. From CNBC TV 18, Anant Rangaswamy. Our brand mentor for today is Sebastian Cretini. And from Hindustan Unilever, I have Shivam Puri. Welcome, judges. So let's call our first team, Team Fresh Lime Soda, that won the challenge yesterday and chose to go first to make its presentation. Team, you will have 3 minutes to make your presentation. At the end of 3 minutes, we'll sound a buzzer indicating the end of time. That will be followed by Q&A with the judges. So, all the best. The time starts now.
The objective of our analysis is to help Frédérique Constant achieve long-term leadership in India by creating a strong, differentiated brand positioning and focus on the right target by leveraging its brand character. We conducted a primary research with luxury watch retailers in Mumbai to understand buying behavior and brand perceptions. The major insights were as follows. Indian luxury customers are extremely brand conscious. At the same time, they enjoy good value for money. Frédérique Constant is perceived as a classic Swiss watch and is purchased more for its quality. From the SWOT analysis, we can see that gifting trend and increasing disposable incomes are opportunities which can be tapped by leveraging Frédérique Constant's strengths like high quality and classic designs. Low brand awareness, however, is a major problem for the brand in India. So, we propose the following initiatives to increase brand awareness. As for segmentation and positioning, the corporate focus needs to be extended to professionals, which includes doctors, musicians, professors, lawyers, journalists, and other independent professionals. Passion for profession, craftsmanship, and design is the root strength of the brand, which can be leveraged. A Frédérique Constant timepiece is a reflection of one's passion and personality, and hence can be targeted as passionate professionals. The marketing mix includes 8 P's, which are performance, pedigree achieved through heritage, paucity, persona through unique projection of passion, public figures, placement, public relations through events and other associations, pricing in the accessible luxury space. For short-term success, we propose an integrated campaign which includes events and associations, strategic advertising, point of sales, promotions, and very importantly, digital marketing and CSR. As top of mind recall for brand ambassadors is high, it is suggested to rope in passionate professionals like Harsha Bogle and Chetan Bhagat. Brand awareness can also be increased through visibility in events like Luxury Expo and Mint Luxury Conference. Strategic event sponsorships like car shows, sports tournaments and award ceremonies can also be done. Since digital is a common landscape for luxury consumers, the digital strategy should focus on building brand communities on social media. As part of green luxury initiatives, CSR activities like e-waste management and partnering with Heart Research Institutes is vital. The Devanagari script watch can be branded as ethnically aesthetic and targeted towards people passionate about India. Primary research suggests that the watch was fancied by some politicians. This can be focus area for future marketing efforts. Thank you.
So my first question will go to extending our brand to professionals. I like the idea, and I would like to know what are your suggestions in that, using which channel, how to approach these people, etc.
So what we propose is 4 channels, digital in a big way, because a lot of architects, musicians are currently online, visit popular websites, so advertisements on those websites, that can be one. Another important and a very effective way we feel is by sponsorships and associations with certain awards. For example, the Padma Awards, the Arjuna Awards, they are all targeting different professionals in different fields. So with Frédérique Constant associating itself and leveraging on passion, which is at the core of the brand, we feel this will be really successful.
Would you define billboards as a mass activity or a niche activity, or what is it?
While billboards is mass, fairly mass, we have proposed billboards outside airports, strategically outside airports, because most of the target audience, there's a high chance of, building short-term awareness.
There's a high chance, but everybody who goes on a flight can afford a watch like this?
Not everybody, but our in-flight infotainment and advertisements will only be in the first class and the business class. That's what we propose.
So tell me, see, in real business, and especially in this case, you have limited funds, right? You don't have like an infinite pool of money to blow all over the place. And now if you were to target your money on all the vehicles that you have spoken about, media vehicles, so tell me in order of priority, where will you want to begin?
According to our research, digital is the most cost-effective medium, and most of the luxury customers are online, is what our research shows. So that's why we'll focus about 30 to 40 rupees out of 100 on digital, where we target different websites, different avenues, social media, blogs, as well as mobile, which is gaining a lot of prominence in today's world. The rest of the 60 can be used because it's more expensive, so to say, on the non-digital part. Billboards and in-flight will be given less prominence, so least prominence to these two. But an important part will be events and associations.
You mentioned events a few times, and one that you've mentioned in your presentation was to associate with offsite,
Yes.
corporate offsites.
Yes.
How do you see that working?
Our primary research showed that even inquirers of the brand in retail stores were mostly business executives. So what we feel is, during an offsite, a lot of other discussions take place, probably some activities, even not specifically an offsite, but specific activities around passion can be themed around Frédérique Constant. For example, even corporate cricket or golf, which we've suggested for professionals, the winner of the tournament can be given a Frédérique Constant watch.
Sure.
So that's the kind of relationship that we are associating with.
You've also made an interesting comment on targeting political class.
Yes.
So my first question is, where did you pick that insight up from? And second, how would you target them? So how do you target like a political class? And third, more important than anything else, is that this is a luxury brand, yeah, coming from Switzerland. So that's the kind of positioning that you want. Does political class in India have the right kind of association with that kind of a brand?
As we mentioned, our primary research was interviewing watch retailers in Mumbai. So we went to this shop in particular called The Collective in the Palladium Mall, where this fine lady told me that, this watch, this Devanagari script watch, which we have already, it was fancied by a lot of politicians. A lot of politicians entered and, inquired about this watch. So, they are people probably who want to showcase themselves as passionate about India. Even of however they may be perceived, they want to showcase themselves as passionate about India, which is in resonance with the brand.
As we discussed, most of the political class, you can see them traveling through flight. So in-flight promotions is very effective in terms of political class. As well as we have in India governance awards. If Frédérique Constant sponsors the governance awards, it will also be helpful to pitch it to the politicians.
Thank you.
Thank you, team. With that, it's time for a short break. On the other side, Team Cataphracts makes its presentation, and we find out which of the two make it to the semi-finals. That's up in a bit.
We feel that the presentation went off pretty well, and the question answers as well. I think except for one question, we answered the rest of them pretty well.
We feel that we should have done a little better on the question answer part, but as far as we are concerned, we feel that our chances of winning is really high.